All right, so we move on to Brett turn two. And one thing I failed to take a picture of on Brett turn one was that I was able to whittle his Phoenix Guard down pretty well. And I got a trebuchet on it, but more importantly, I got Dwellers Below off on it. And he passed with his mage and with his battle standard bearer, but his prince died, as did a fair amount of his Phoenix Guard. Now, he didn't lose nearly as many as he statistically should have, but nevertheless, you can see that unit's been dwindled down. So on this turn, I thought instead of charging in, it'd be better to go ahead and see if I can get that spell off again. The only thing that matters in this game is getting that Phoenix Guard killed, as far as I was concerned. I mean, I guess I could kill everything else on the board except them, um, but with them being weakened like they are, I think my best chance is just to go ahead and go for that. So anyway, so I didn't really charge in there. Obviously, my Knights Errant charged his Dragon Princes off the board. Yeah, so they're off the board. And that's just shot of the middle. And that's what it looks like after the second round of getting Dwellers Below off. And all I'm really doing is taking every die I have and throwing it at that spell up to 6. So his mage is gone. He still has his battle standard bearer, but this time he just lost a ton of Phoenix Guards himself. So what started out as almost 40 Phoenix Guard is down to 9, and then he has a lord, not a lord level, a hero level character. That's the battle standard bearer. So that unit is now not very intimidating at all. So that worked, and I think that's at this point I'm thinking that's the game. There's no way he can come back from that. I can tie him up with my peasants long enough just to beat him down with a counter charge from my questy knights. So yeah, it felt like a wizard's duel, and that was and that duel went to me. Got lucky there, obviously. So another angle of them. These guys beat my Pegasus Knights and pursued them and chased them, but now they're so off to the side of the table that they're not going to be a factor in the game unless I were to make a real effort to take some knights over there. So High Elf turn 3, he decides to go ahead and charge his Phoenix Guard into my men-at-arms. His Eagle tried to come up and block my questing knights from charging in the flank, but he was within 8 inches of me, so when he tested to see if he could march, he couldn't. And so he could only move 10 inches. So that was nice. Otherwise, movement, as you can see. I love that reflection. That's before fighting. And after fighting, I don't think he killed any of my guys. I mean, wow. I think I have the toughness buff on them, so that, easier said than done. They've got a ward save, same as my knights do, and they've got toughness. It's either toughness 5 or toughness 7, whatever it was. His Phoenix Guard weren't able to get past it. So we move to Brett turn 3. Take my Questy Knights into the flank of his Phoenix Guard, obviously. Knights of the Realm BSB into his Northern Sea Guard up there. Knights Errant come back on the board. That token means my Prophetess is buffed up, so she's got the Throne of Vines. So the toughness spell on my Men-at-Arms means they're toughness 7. And those Phoenix Guard are doing nothing against toughness 7. So happy with how that turned out. And at the end of the battle, I wasn't able to kill his battle standard bearer, but nevertheless, I was able to kill just a whole bunch of Phoenix Guards. So he's down virtually to nothing, but he stuck. These guys didn't chase them. Still got a High Elf turn 4. Really, there's not a whole lot to do. Up at the top, I'm pretty sure he rallied. Yeah, he rallied up at the top. We're still fighting in the middle. And at the end of the day, I don't remember if I killed all of them or if I broke them and ran them down, but either way, that unit's gone. And we just called it at that point. I mean, on my next turn, I could charge my Knights of the Realm into his Northern Sea Guard again, but they were going to be dead, and he was going to be left with, maybe an Eagle and some Northern Sea Guard, but, obviously a victory for me. So it's kind of, in some ways, it was fun. Like, how do you take on this army with that Death Star that is virtually unbreakable? And in all honesty, at the end of it, it was a little bit anticlimactic because I don't feel like I did anything brilliant. He got Dwellers Below off once on a relatively unimportant unit, and I got it off twice on the only important unit he had. and that's all it took. So anyway, that was the end of the game. So I ended up with 2 major victories, 1 major loss, and the tournament had 16 people, and I came in 5th. There were 2 people tied for 3rd, and so I technically came in 4th, but I came in 5th. And yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed it.